Hello, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about how do you double your sales with Amazon PPC. My name is Yanni. I'm a seven-figure e-commerce seller. I've sold on all the platforms, Amazon, eBay, TikTok Shop, our website, OnBuy, and also have a full-service Amazon agency where we work with over 20 brands, where your in-house marketing team with listing creation, ads, everything that has to do with Amazon, we do it. So hopefully we partner together and we scale your brand to the moon. Now, let's get into today's video. So how do you double your profits with Amazon PPC? It's not an easy way to do it, right? So first thing, we always have to look at how the listing is, if it's a good list. So first thing, we need to make sure that the product is good, it has a market fit, people actually want it, there's volume for it, there's search volume for it, there's demand for it. We need to make sure it's competitively priced, we need to make sure it has good reviews, we need to make sure the listing is good, the main image is good, A+ content, bullet points, content, Amazon SEO. We want to make sure that is all covered. If that's all covered, then we go to the PPC part. And how do you double your profits with PPC? Most PPC campaigns, and I've audited a lot of accounts. I've audited, of course, my account, but I've audited a lot of clients' accounts. Potential clients, future clients, current clients, past clients, a lot of audits, right? So the best way to increase your profit PPC is by simply checking them. Instead of checking them once a week or twice a week, which most brands that don't have in-house PPC teams or in-house marketing teams, they check their ads every 2 weeks, every week. What happens is that's a long time. That's not enough for you to catch if something happens. Example, if I launch a new campaign today with a dollar bid, if that campaign starts getting a lot of traction, a lot of clicks, if I leave it for a week, I might spend a couple $100 or a couple $1,000, depending on how popular the campaign is, and not produce that much in sales and really be a big loss. So the important thing here is to check daily. It doesn't mean you have to make changes daily, but you need to check daily so you see what's happening. When you start checking daily, you see, okay, this campaign spent $3, then 6, then 9. And you know if something goes out of control, if something spends a lot, you can remove it, you can cut it, you can change it, you can optimize it. But you know you can do it because you check in daily. That's the biggest difference. When you check daily, at least every 2 to 3 days. That's the minimum. I'd say every 2 to 3 days, because daily you might over obsess, but if you check every 2 3 days, it gives you enough data for you to actually, okay, it's enough data from Amazon PPC for me actually to check and change. Because what happens is when someone starts checking daily and they don't have experience, they start doing daily changes, and that's not enough. You need to give it 2 3 days for Amazon actually to give us relevant data, because many times if you look at daily data is not super correct, but also it gives enough time for the strategy to even work. But what can happen is you can, by mistake, instead of put a $1 bid, put a $5 bid. And if you leave it for 3 days, that's going to be very expensive. So daily you can catch it. So first thing is check all the time. Perfect world, once or every 2 days. Ideally every day or every 2 days. Then precision and types of targeting. There's no exacts and rights or wrong when it comes to Amazon PPC, but there's best strategies, what works based on experience, based on a lot of what we've tested and worked. You need to make sure that if you want to double your profits, you need to start relying a lot more on broad campaigns. Start testing what Amazon is actually recommending. Give Amazon leeway. Exact campaigns are amazing, can do very well. But in the last 8 months to a year, Amazon is starting to favor and get a lot better results with broad campaigns and auto campaigns. Auto campaigns, automatic campaigns, incredibly underrated for some categories, outperforming even manual campaigns on sales and returns. So it's not just for harvesting keywords. Everyone says harvest keywords. No, if it works, it works. Leave it. Don't touch it. Just improve it. So use a lot more auto. Use a lot more broad. Test more. Testing is important. When it comes to ads, the more you test, the more data you get. Use exact, but don't overuse it. And don't overspend on it. If you want to control spend, lower bids. Don't have super high bids, because remember, budgets are important, but bids are far more important. I can put a budget of $10,000, but my bid is going to be 10 cents, and I'm not going to spend that ever. So it's really about control your bid amount. Don't overshoot. Start with a smaller bid, right? Test it. If it doesn't work in 2 days, increase it, increase it, increase it. You don't have to spend all the money all the time right away. Yes, Amazon advertising is super expensive, but don't make it even more expensive. Another thing is keyword precision, meaning make sure you're targeting the relevant keywords. If you're not targeting the relevant keywords, you might getting clicks for things that are not going to convert. And another major thing that people forget is targeting keywords that don't have a lot of search volume, don't have a lot of competitions, don't have a lot of sales, and misspellings. Keywords that don't have a lot of search volume, you can target those, and you probably dominate them a lot more than the more popular keywords. And you get a lot of good returns on it because they're still relevant. Misspellings, for example, instead of watch, you put watch without the A or whatever the equivalent of it is. A lot of the times people actually search it by mistake or mistype it, and that can give you some sales. It's not going to be a super big sales, but the returns are incredible and the domination on it will be incredible. So to recap it, make sure you check your ads and campaigns all the time. Make sure you don't go crazy with the bids. No super high bids, because the higher the bid, the more you spend. Also, make sure you use a lot more the broad targeting and the auto targeting. Amazon is favoriting a lot more this now. Precision, be precise with the keywords. You need to make sure you're targeting relevant things, and also test a lot. And as we said, finally, make sure you're targeting those keywords that are not as popular, but you can dominate more and they don't have as much search volume, but they have some and conversion. And try misspellings, try keywords that are misspelled. So Amazon PPC, it's a science and an art. The more you understand it, the more reps you put in, the more you understand it. It is one of the biggest levers you can put when it comes to skyrocketing your sales, profits, and overall brand on Amazon. I hope you like this video. A lot more to come. Drop in the comment what else you want to see. I'm here, happy to answer anything I can. Stay tuned.